All right. Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to just kind of do a folio walkthrough. This is a summer course and it's a mini-mester course, which means that we have 16 weeks of material to kind of get at in 4 to 5 weeks. And so it's a pretty intensive course. Mini-mester courses tend to be hard. So please, please, please make sure that you have um, a schedule in place and a time management schedule in place. You will notice that my late work policy is only 2 days because if you get behind more than 2 days, it's going to be very hard for you to catch up. So with that, I want to make sure that you know where to find everything and kind of see how our folio is laid out. So let me share my screen. All right. So when you come to Folio, you will click on the tile for the class, and that will bring you into the course homepage. And here I will have announcements for you. Make sure please, please make sure that you read these announcements. I communicate via the announcements, so you need to make sure that you're checking those. If you go to the content section, you will see the whole entire table of contents of everything that we'll be doing. You will notice that each week is a module. And so I'll kind of show you how that is. So the first thing here is the questions for the professor. There will also be an attendance verification that I will put up here when it rolls out, that you will need to make sure that you do. This questions for the professor is a separate discussion board that if you have questions, feel free to drop it in here. They go automatically to my email, or you can just email it to me. The next section is where you will find the syllabus and the course schedule. I put these in a couple of places because it's very important that you know these. I'm going to click on this just so you can kind of see the course schedule, and hopefully you can still see it. The course schedule will show you exactly what you are to be doing. And please make sure that you are aware these are very quick turnaround times for the due dates. And so you're talking about a mini master class that op opens new material every 1 to 2 days. And so you will have a lot that is kind of your assignments that are due. So you will notice that the day that this course opens, you need to do the attendance verification and your introductory discussion board. You will need to read chapter one, and any other material in folio, and then do the syllabus quiz, the chapter one reading quiz, and the module one discussion board. So you will see they're kind of very similar. Module two opens on the 21st and runs through the 25th, and that's over chapters two and three. You will notice that these due dates are laid out here. Now you will also notice that I highlight. So your first exam, all of your exams are going to be highlighted in yellow, and all of your activity due dates are going to be highlighted in green. And so exam one is over chapters 1 through 5 and any material in folio. So you will see that that exam will be due 5/28. It will open on 5/25 and you will have that completed by 5/28. And so make sure you're paying attention to this. Extra credit opportunities are also embedded here. These are the movie discussions that I had talked about in my intro video. You'll kind of see as we roll out on those. Let's go back so you can actually see what a module looks like. All right, so this is our first module. This is the module that you will be that you will be working on. But before I do that, the folder below the syllabus and the course schedule is your activities folder. This is where all of your activities will be. So there's two major activities that you will do in this class. They're all found under the activities folder. The drop boxes are under the activities folder. So when you go to turn in, you just click the activities folder and bam, it's there. All right, so let's go to module one. Module one is where you will start each week, or not week, each module, every couple of days. You will start out with an introduction, learning objectives, and task list. What I will tell you is please make sure that you are paying attention and reading the introduction and task list. I kind of summarize some of the big points since you were not in person. You'll still have lectures to watch, but I kind of summarize these big points and kind of help you kind of narrow down what's important because we don't have study guides. So these introductions are great ways to kind of make your study guides. And then you will also see the task list will tell you what is due and when it is due. Every module has one of those. So the first module, module one, um, will have your welcome. So your start here folder, that's your course orientation, the syllabus, the course outline. You'll watch my intro videos, this video, and then kind of go over our classroom rules and procedures. And then I've given you some APA resources. Everything that you do in this class will be APA formatted. And so that includes discussion boards, your activities, all of that need to adhere to APA formatting. And then you have the syllabus quiz that you will take after you read the syllabus. And then if you don't have the book, I provide the first chapter for you that you can go ahead and start reading and doing. So that is the first module. Um, and then the second module will open up and it's very similarly laid out. So you have the theories of victimization, which will have its own PowerPoint and lecture, some additional materials, and that chapter reading quiz will be found. And then chapter two. So most of your modules will have two chapters in it. Each chapter is in its own folder, and that's where you find the quizzes at. And then each module will have a discussion board. And so your discussion boards will be here. You just click on it and answer the question. All right. Hopefully, this kind of helps you. It's very straightforward. Each section, each module opens up. So just make sure you're paying attention and doing that. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, have a great semester.